Welcome back to Life as Usual on the second episode of us repairing the brakes. Okay, so what we're doing is we're carrying on the rear parking brakes. This is the tools we've used last time and we're going to use them again. I think from the picture you can tell what it is. I don't need to go through it. It's just some torque wrenches and sockets, 18 and 13 what you need. Is it 13, Alex? Yeah, 13.
13, yeah.
Yeah, so 18 and 13, and then we need the Allen key, which is 5 and 6 if I remember, and copper grease and lock thread, yeah. So let's carry on with that here. It has its own different challenges and it has a sensor that we need to remove. That's the one we did an inspection on the first day, if you remember, we did an inspection on. So on this specific video, we are going to be changing the rear parking shoes only. We are not going to do any kind of rust treatment or painting or anything like so, okay? The car's already been jacked, as you've seen previously, and we have to remove the wheel now. We just remove the wheel and we just carry on, okay? So with this wheel, it's slightly different than the other wheel because we have a cable here, and that is the brake sensor. Now, the way we take it out is just we pull it out, like so. Give it a good tug, like so. That's how it comes out, okay? We just have to be careful not to break it. I can see it's slightly damaged here. No, it looks damaged. As long as I don't have a warning light in the dashboard, this should be okay. But when I get the warning light, I know it's the cable, it's not the actual brakes, because I have been here. So when I turn on the car next, if this one, get a warning light, then I know it's the cable, it's not the actual brakes, okay? The clip from this that needs to come out, I don't want to lose it. So I just want to make sure that it comes out with it. This right here, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's a clip here, can you see it?
Teeny tiny, I think, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get the magnet. Will it take it out? Very small.
Wow.
It's a very small clip.
Yeah.
So we just have to be careful. That one goes on the hose. Sorry, not hose. This one goes on the cable, just like that. Yeah. So we are going to start by removing these two bolts here. Okay, one here and there's one here. These are for the caliper. You don't need to do this if you're not doing what I'm doing now. You can just remove the back bolts and carry on. But I want to remove them because I'm going to service them, okay? That's 13mm socket. And another one here. Just right here. Okay? So I'm going to tie it here just so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so now we have to take the brake pads out, okay? So, just gonna take them out with a screwdriver, like that. Now I'm going to use the 18mm to take the back bolts out. I have not tightened them from the last time, that's why they're coming off easily. Since within the inspection, they usually they are difficult to come out. So now, is we simply slide it out, and just like we did with the other side, we are going to clean this one. I'm going to put copper grease on all of these 4 and make sure they are clean, because they are going to make contact with the brake shoes. So I'm going to put a little bit, just tiny bit. That's enough. And here as well, because this is where the screw goes and you don't want it to get rusty. So only tiny bit in here as well, just to stop it from seizing. And the same thing goes on the other side. So now we are ready to assemble the parking brake. Copper grease, just a little bit on the inside here, and that will allow the cylinder to go in and out freely here. Can you see? So it doesn't get seized. I'm gonna put a little bit of copper grease on the inside as well here, and that will allow the screw to go in and out freely as well, like so. So only a little bit, we're not putting a lot. If we want to, we can put a little bit here, like that, and that will be threaded in. And we'll close it to maximum and we'll start assembling. So we put this one this way and we put it like that. Then we take the spring, okay? By the way, these shoes, doesn't matter which one, right or left, they're both the same thing. We take the spring with the longer coil and put one here, and we stretch the other one carefully. We can bend it, I guess, like so. Like that. So that's how it goes. Make sure it's seated properly, and once we're happy with it, thank you from both of us to all of our subscribers for all of the comments and the likes you have been giving us for the recent videos. Really appreciative, and it keeps us motivated and going with the channel. Now we have over, I believe, 43 videos of just the Range Rover alone, and we're gonna keep on going. We want to put it here inside, okay? So we're gonna open it and we're going to seat it. Next, we're gonna take these 2 screws, and we're just gonna, again, just a little bit of copper grease, literally just a little bit, especially at the end, so it doesn't get rust and get stuck. Because this is copper grease, this is like an anti-seize. And we're gonna put it in and turn it 90 degrees. Push it in, like so, and then turn it again, 90 degrees. And then we'll get the next one here in my hand, and again, a little bit of anti-seize or copper grease, not so much. And then we do the same thing, we put it that way. So that way, I turn it 90 degrees and then push it in to the slot in the back, and then I turn it again 90 degrees. And that is it. Now it's I believe it's the most difficult bit of this job, which is putting this small spring back. Let's see. Both sides are the same. So put one side here, and somehow we need to put the second bit of the spring in the other side of this hole here. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh my god, did it do it?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Wow. 1 second, it's not fully in.
Do you need a push?
Yeah.
Perhaps with the plier because it's thicker.
Okay,
Yeah.
now it's in. Wow. That was difficult. There's definitely a tool, a specific tool for this one. I want to make sure that these ones didn't come out, Ken. Yeah, this one is in. Okay, that's proper. In. Take this one out. Put it back in. Wow. Make sure the bottom one is okay. Wow. This was difficult. It was very, very difficult, that one. How long did it take us? At least 15 minutes? 15 minutes, yeah. So, yeah, so 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to do something extra. I'm going to use copper grease again. I'm just going to lubricate this one here, okay? And this one here, just a little bit. And on these screws, okay? And in the middle here, I'm going to do this. Only a little bit. It's just like painting. It's just so it doesn't get rusty.
I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest.
So, next on the list, we have to put the brake disc back. Make sure this is in the closed position. So, so we want to make sure the brakes are as close as possible to each other, okay? So it's in the closed position, not in the open position, okay? And gently, we just want to tap it in. like so. So now this one, the 6mm, make sure that the disc is in the correct place. So I'm gonna tighten it, okay, and I'm just going to torque it to 16 now.
16 Newton meters.
16 Newton meters, yes. Like so. Okay, so the wheel does move at the moment. What we need to do is tighten it over here, make it tight so we cannot turn the wheel. And then after we cannot turn the wheel, we loosen it a little bit so we can turn the wheel. So it needs to be like almost tight. That's all it is. So this is the screw that we are looking to turn. This one here inside. We are going to turn this to make it tight towards up like that. Yeah. So we're just gonna do it till it stops. You can feel it getting tighter. That's it. So now if I move the other wheel, it should not move. Let's take a look. Let's test it. Yep, it's locked. So now that it does not move, what I need to do is loosen it a little bit, okay? Which is down. Let's see, test it now if it moves. Okay, it still needs more. So that's about like 4 times I did it. So now that that's moving, we just have to put the cap back, okay? Like so. Now we need to work on the brakes, okay? So that's the disc and the parking brake sorted. Now we need to work on the brakes, okay? The calipers, sorry. Now, just like the other side, I noticed one of them is also ripped, just like the other side. Just like,
we did have...
That's right, just like the other side. So I'm gonna order from Land Rover, but I'm gonna service them now, and just like we did the other time. Do you remember what we did?
I think we put copper grease on them.
No, we put grease, which is normal grease, yeah. So this is a cap, just a piece of rubber that comes out. So I'm gonna take it out. So these are the these pieces of rubber that needs replacing, really. So I'm gonna put this one, and what I'm going to do, actually, I'm gonna put it all the way in without the piece of rubber, if you notice. And the reason why I do this is because I want to clean the inside, and if I put the grease inside, I'm hoping that the bad grease will come out, okay? But it needs replacing anyway. It's old and we will replace it. Okay, so now that we have kind of refurbished the part of the caliper, okay, I forgot what it's called, from the brake caliper, we're gonna put it back. But before we do, there are 2 metal pieces, these ones, they need to go in. These make the brakes slide in and out easily, okay? Now we put this one back in. Now some people don't put it on one side, but I'll put it on one side, and then it will get, when you twist the bolt, it will get, everywhere. It'll go everywhere, so I'm not too worried about it. Same way we did with the other one. Okay, now we're gonna put it on the bottom. So we are going to torque them to 65 Newton meter. So that's 40, that's 50, that's 65. It's the 18mm, remember, socket, yeah? Okay, that's in. Yeah, but now I'm not too sure. They say the new bolts, it needs 90 degrees. I don't know for the old ones, does it need to be 90 as well? Because we're reusing. But let's do maybe 45 or so. So I'm gonna put it back in exactly the same order. But if you missed the order, this is like an O-ring on it. That one usually is on the inside, because that's where the caliper is. And that one also on the outside. Put copper grease here, put copper grease here. Okay, this is on the outside. I'm working on the outside one. We put it in like that. I'm going to put this one in. So if the caliper doesn't go in properly and it's giving you a headache, probably stuck on the top metal piece here, just get a mallet and... So next, where the caliper goes, you remember that O-ring I showed you? I'm just gonna put a little bit of copper grease on it, so it's easier for it to slide in and out. So after we put the copper grease, now we are going to put the caliper back. So be careful not to bend the wires or the brake line. So remember, we have 2 13mm screw. That's probably too much. And we are going to tighten them, okay? Now we tighten it 35. That's good. And the bottom one. That's good. Confirm. So one thing left to do with the sensor is to put it back. And if you remember, we had this clip to put it back, like so. Goes inside, like that. And then we're going to put it into the caliper on the edge, into the caliper, the inside caliper. Okay, so the one towards the car. Here, it needs to go here, in this notch.
Yes.
In this notch here, okay?
Yeah.
When the caliper, it wears out too much, so when the caliper is getting too close to the desk, we'll see the signal that your low on brakes. Okay, now if we have an issue, warning issue, because I can see this not too good, the wire, so we have a warning issue, we know where the problem is. Okay, I'm gonna put copper grease here. I'm gonna put copper grease and put the wheel back. Now we are going to do additional jobs, but it's too much for this video. In the next video we're gonna go through another routine, bleeding the rear brakes, which is these calipers. It's nothing to do with the parking brake. Okay, so it's two separate videos, and this video is becoming way too long now, so we're gonna stop this video and say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button, and I hope I helped you. If I didn't help you whatsoever, at least I hope it was entertaining.